What is up, chat? How are we doing? How are we all doing today? Oh, what up, Soldery? What's up, Soldery? Nice. Nice. What up, Ramen? What's up, Ozarks? So, I'm chilling, getting some stuff out to the editors, trying to get work done, trying to just chill out, have some fun today. Um, on that note, guys, chat, the three people in here right now. Um, Today we are gonna be kind of like this is gonna be like a chill stream, but like also like um just like I guess talking about power scaling in general. Um, I do have my Discord open right now, um, and I might debate fans if they're interested, if anyone's interested. But we'll see if people want to do that. Done with school for the semester? Yeah, pretty much. Um, it's been a interesting semester. So able to lock in a little bit now though. What up, Adam Hunt? How's it going? So yeah, I was just saying, Carmack twin. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I don't know what the Carmack twins are. How's everyone doing? Everyone chilling? Everyone having a good day? Art the Clown. I haven't seen Terrifier. Have not seen those movies. I'm afraid. Yeah, I haven't seen those movies. I just know they're really gory. Twins are a boss you fight in the game Dark Tide. What's your favorite topic to talk about? Um, I don't know if I have like a specific favorite. I think talking about One Punch Man top tier scaling is pretty fun. Like how strong is Saitama actually? Big, uh, all caps, red exclamation point. You know, not caught up with the One Punch Man redraws. Did they actually throw away Empty Void? No, Empty Void is still in there. He's just not that strong. He's just kind of fodder now. Saitama Soul is fiction show is true. Totally, 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 totally. Let's be honest, you're not beating him, Mr. Fiction. I Empty Void is still a top tier. He's comparable to Blast. I mean, he is a top tier and all. I just meant like he's like not arguably he's not like bringing One Punch Man into the universal range anymore. That was like the big deal at the time, but it's like he's still strong. Yeah. One Spartan 4 versus the Sister of Battle. I don't know the Sister of Battle. I hate to. Saitama's still universal from the Garo fight? No, he ain't. I mean, maybe, like lowercase maybe. No, I uppercase maybe, but like not really. But like, this is what this stream is for today, to like argue about stuff. Do you know anything about Warhammer? I do not. If you could change one thing about One Punch Man, what would it be? Um, that's a question. That's a question, all right. Um, I would say I would make the huh. There's two things that I would change that I can't really decide. I would okay, no, I know what it is. I would change the end of the Cosmic Garo fight. I don't know exactly what I would do. I would I would need to like sit down and like really think about how I would change that because like it was just an awful ending. Um like they had like so much hype and they just kind of dropped the ball at the end. So that needs some major work. If I had a second pick, I would say I would go back and change the Heavenly Ninja Party arc to the second redraw and just like end it when Saitama beat Empty Void. And then it would be like a banger arc, to be honest. You gonna remake a video, which one would you choose? Maybe the S-Class Heroes versus the Saiyans, or How Strong is Gon and Killua, but I might do that anyway. Sadari, I give the low key. How do we scale Zeno beyond his ability to destroy? Do you mean like Zeno from Dragon Ball Super? Guessing you do. You just scale him above everyone else in the show. Hello, Kagemaru. Yeah, you just scale him above like everything that Goku and so on are capable of. Tatsumaki beats Saiyan Saga Vegeta? Probably. Still regarding Genosha as a top tier after the new chapter? Top tier is a loose term, but like generally yes. Generally yes. The whole like he got hurt by a demon thing gets like blown out of proportion. The fight didn't even happen on screen, so like we don't know if he just tried to like box it up, or if it caught him off guard, or if it had like a very specific advantage over him. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's all that crazy. Favorite anime or manga? Favorite anime or manga? Mob Psycho 100 and Naruto. My top two of all time. Any future content coming out? Let me see what I can say will be coming out sooner rather than later. Yeah, I've got like 2 videos ready to fly. I have the Garo versus Deep Sea King, and I have the How Strong Are the Characters from Gen V, the boys spinoff. I've also got some Hunter x Hunter videos cooking right now. I'm mainly going to kind of start to shift over towards Hunter x Hunter content because it seems to be consistently more successful. Like One Punch Man and JJK just aren't doing the numbers no more. And like I've done most of the cool One Punch Man topics. So like I'll still do it, but like you guys might notice a general shift towards Hunter x Hunter content. Yeah, Saturi. I actually have a cool analysis. I've been writing up a video on Adult Gon versus Meruem because like I think I have an argument that I've never ever heard anyone bring up before. And it's not some like corn dog like Adult Gon is faster than Netero type thing. Like it's actually like something heavily supported in the manga, I think. I've got a cool video for that. I'm still writing it. It's not gonna come out soon, but yeah, I got that coming. Your Netero video is probably still my favorite to this day. The Netero video, that's actually another one I wish I could remake. The Netero video is really cool and all. It just is way too long. It's so long. I go over like so much stuff. I wish I had made it more condensed, with better quality editing across the entire video. Um, that I wish I had done that. Not longer videos for life. It depends for me. It depends. I just think I went a little too hard. Just say Ichigo beats Naruto real quick. He does. I'm like, what? You didn't need a dono for that one. He just does. What are we saying? How strong did you think Saitama and Void were before they got nerfed? Like, I thought that Saitama was potentially universal, but I was kind of waiting things out to see, which like it never really ended properly. So, he says Noah's Ark, big bro. I'm right here. I'm always here. Looks like One Punch Man is finally doing something new. Nah, they aren't. They definitely aren't. Alright, so. Listen, chat. Listen, chat. How would Netero do against Kashimo? Probably destroy him, to be honest. Yeah, he'd probably like royally destroy him. I think it's just too fast. So chat, listen. If right now this is like we're chilling right now. Do you think JJK's character is skilled with their domains? I'm kind of split on that. I never really like. I would say probably. I think it makes more sense to say that they do than that they don't. Yeah. What anime verse would Homelander be able to solo? Demon Slayer. You'd probably solo Demon Slayer. Which versus faster, JJK or Hunter x Hunter? Probably JJK. How would Toji fare against Hisoka? I can't answer that because I might have a video on that soon. Well, actually, I did a video on Toji versus the Phantom Troop. I did a video on that, so I kind of answered that there. Oh my god! 100 for Hajime no Ippo? Alright, for one. Thank you, Jage. Thank you for the stacks. Oh man. I don't know I don't know if a band is enough for that though. Hold on. How long is Hajime no Ippo anime? We'll talk about this in private, Jidge. Just so y'all know, right now, this is technically like I'm here to talk to the fans today. So like, listen, if anyone wants to talk to me, if anyone wants to talk to Professor Fiction, this whole stream is supposed to be like a chance to ask me questions about my videos. Like specifically things that you might disagree with. If anyone wants to join the Professor Fiction Discord server and chit chat with me, you can join. The directions are in the description, but you can join in the arena chat. You can join in the arena chat and wait for me, and then we can argue about stuff or something. I think next stream I'll like do a more specific topic, like Krillin versus One Punch Man, or like some kind of thing. I don't know. Baryon mode was in Saitama's place. What One Punch Man villain do you think can stop him? Probably Cosmic Garo. If any, there's no way. That's the only one that's debatable. Boros is the second strongest. Oh my God! Another 50 from Jidge. All right. I mean, I'll give it a try. God damn! I mean, we can keep it coming though. You can keep the cash flowing though if you want. You know. And I'll give it a try. Yo, what up, Scotty? All right, hold up. Yeah, there's Boros is getting annihilated by Naruto. He'd probably just kill him with one Rasengan. So like, it's a debate between Cosmic Garo and Naruto. You think Kashimo is able to fire electromagnetic waves? I think description more in reference to. Is more in reference to manifesting these phenomena to enhance his physical stats. Well, no, that's not true because like he's able to make sound waves and stuff. Oh, see, I made 5 minutes ago. Can solo Fiction. Congratulations. How much you got to slide to read Blue Exorcist? Chat, how long is Blue Exorcist? Phantom Troop is overrated. Most of them aren't even base Killua level. That might be a bit of an exaggeration. I guess, yeah, about half of them. 156 chaps, $75. But for you, he pays 12. Oh, hold on. Okay, so here, look, it's $50 to read it and $60 to not read it. Actually, no, it's 50. Oh damn, we're in a bidding war now. We're in a bidding war. How strong is Naruto really? I typically argue he's solar system level, give or take. He's in that tier. Oh, who's Zach Bell? Why did Gambler get what's it called? Why did Gambler get Are you not interested in Blue Exorcist? Not particularly. I watched the anime a long time ago and I didn't really like it. You paid him to read. Well, what is it? What is Zach Bell? Like, describe it a little bit. Y'all gotta understand, it's not easy for content creators, um, to to read manga as often. Because we're typically like reviewing stuff we've already read to make sure, or like, we'll reread for a certain video or something. What did G5 Luffy was in Saitama's place? I haven't read One Piece. I would assume he's not a planet buster, from what I know. Kid Naruto versus Edo. Naruto got that. Naruto got that in the bag. Demon Child Battle Royale, where they rely on humans to operate their power. I'll give it. I'll check it out. I might give it. Check it out. I think Kakashi has good durability. In what context? Like compared to what? Some people think. Some people that Luffy country and multi-continental. I don't know. I haven't read One Piece, so like I'm not here to argue with One Piece fans. Monster Garo versus Boros? Probably Garo. I would imagine Garo. Compared to someone like the Raikage? I don't think Kakashi is taking Chidori from MS Sasuke. Especially not in his weaker form. S-Class Heroes versus the Akatsuki without Obito and Blast. I might be doing a video on that soon, so I can't answer that. I'm pretty sure the S-Class... well, yeah, it's a complicated question. Currently, I'd say I lean towards the S-Class, but... Omni-Man versus Hunter x Hunter verse? Omni-Man would annihilate the entire verse. Without even trying. It would be easier than it was destroying, like, those bug alien people from Season 1. You ever read Bleach? Yes, I have. I have read Bleach front to back. Escanor, I haven't seen that manga. Perfected Fist Monster Garo versus S-Class. Garo. It's really fast. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. You read Bleach? Thoughts on Yama versus Unohana? Probably Yamamoto. How strong is Current Void? He's a lot stronger than Flashy Flash. That's about all we know. He's probably stronger than Tatsumaki as well. Let's see the top fans. Shows us the top 27. What are your overall thoughts on the Bleach series? That's pretty good. It's enjoyable. Solid, like 7 out of 10. Definitely an enjoyable manga. I think certain parts are less than stellar. But, you know, it's good. It's good. It's enjoyable. I need something to spice up the chat right now. I need something to get people heated. Could the S-Class stop MCU Thanos with all the stones in his army? What do you no, definitely not. What? Could the S-Class stop MC? Oh, what do you want to see from the next chapters of Hunter x Hunter? I want to see Finks fight someone. I want to see Finks fight someone. I want to see him fight someone strong. Was Squad Zero a letdown in the manga? Yeah. Do you think One Punch Man God can beat current Saitama? We don't know. Not enough information as of yet. Ukiura versus Ten Tails Obito? Obito. Who the heck? Could S-Class with Blast or without versus Akatsuki? With Blast, they definitely solo. Without, it's questionable. It's questionable mainly because of hacks. Could Yoyorichi from Demon Slayer be paid all 6 paths? Definitely not. Professor is an IBC victim. Gets his beat by anyone decent in the community. I mean, Discord servers open, pal. That's what this stream is for. That's what the stream is for, Mr. Platinum Jacobs. Boros release form versus Monster Garo. Who do you have winning and why? Monster Garo. Release Boros. All you can really say is that he's above Tatsumaki. And Monster Garo should be, like, massively above Tatsumaki. Do you think God will be universal based on his narrative? It depends on, it depends how much influence Murata has. In the original Murata, Empty Void stuff, Empty Void was way more hacks overpowered than he was when you redrew it. I don't know if that was like one or Murata or whatever. So like it just depends on how they tackle that. If they tackle it the same way they did with original Empty Void, then he'll probably be universal or higher. You posted this in an IBC chat. Yeah, I wanted people to join and come have like a good time on the stream and argue with me on the stream. That's what I mean is like the Discord's open for people to join. And if someone joins, then like I'll um I'll argue with them on the stream. The IBC is the Instagram battle community, where I got my start arguing. It's just like Discord, but on Instagram pretty much. Ichibei from Bleach versus Kaguya from Naruto. Ichibei. I don't know who you are. Isagi versus Saitoshi. I don't know who either of those people are. Platinum Jacobs. I don't know who you are. But if you wanted to debate, that's fine. I can do it publicly. I can do it privately. Like, it ain't that serious, bro. Why is everyone scaling characters to universal these days? More information. It depends on the series, you know. Like there's obviously trolls that will hear, oh, Demon Slayer characters have infinite power, therefore they're universal. Like that's obviously like the troll like competition debate goon era still like alive and well. But then you know like there's stuff like Naruto or Bleach where we're talking about like 600 plus chapter manga series with characters that are destroying dimensions, like destroying larger cosmological constructs. Like there it's a lot more blatant where you can have an argument about it. Profi, I'm not egoing anyone. I just said I can debate him. Like, but I don't know who he is though. Instagram isn't like Discord. We have a lot more defined rules. I mean, also I'm Uo Tim, the guy that made the tier system. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm gonna be honest. Do a video Spiral Garo, Human Garo, pass the tuning exams? Maybe. Blue Dragon Genos versus Orochi. Genos. Demon King Piccolo versus Orochi. Orochi. Did a video kinda like that on Mr. Perfect Sales channel. No, I have not seen Doctor Who. Kid Goku Planetary? Probably not. At least not based off the manga alone. Conquest versus Omni-Man? Conquest. He's literally stated to be stronger. He is quite literally stated to be more powerful. I was king of the debate world when you were learning what power scaling is? Okay, buddy. Alright. Be proud of that. I'm pretty sure you're trolling. But like I said, just join the Discord server if you're not trolling. Thoughts on some people saying current manga Boruto can beat Teen Gohan? I don't know. I mean it's not all that unbelievable, to be honest. Naruto characters like top tiers are definitely solar system level. Um, what Pokemon would Saitama and Garo have? Saitama would have a Quagsire, and Garo would have all fighting types. Season 3, Mark versus Omni-Man. Cell, you know I can't answer that. You know I got a video on that coming out. You know I can't answer that question. You know that's a secret. By the way, guys, I'll be able to answer these questions more in depth with donos. Just because I'm doing other things on the side and I can't like give a super in-depth answer for every single chat. Sukuna no Maharaga versus Season 2 Garo. Sukuna. How powerful would Garo be if he took God's full power? I don't know. Yeah, I know it's Yuso. I mean, how would I not know your cryptic edits? Final Battle Sasuke versus Kaguya. Kaguya? Are Dragon Ball Z characters way faster than Naruto characters? Yes. All right, chat. Here, let's find a common topic to talk about. Thoughts on people scaling Naruto to complex multi? I don't know enough about Naruto to have an opinion on that. Social security number reveal at 50K, maybe 100K. Thanks for the 5, big fella. Maybe 100K. We'll drop the social security number. Give Highball Yayan right now. Thank you for the 10, Jij. Thank you for the also. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 10, both of you. Much appreciated. Okay. Netero versus Godspeed, Killer 1 speed. Netero. Yeah, Netero. Saiyan Saga Goku Lightspeed. Yes. Highball Yayan. Yayan was able to hold off Evil Natural Water only a little bit worse than Atomic Samurai was. So Yayan and Atomic Samurai are relative. And Atomic Samurai, he was able to chop Fiora Ugly in half when Darkshine could barely do any damage. So that means that Yayan has more AP than Darkshine. Isn't Sakura the strongest in Konoha? No. They got Kawaki. Current adult Sakura versus Unohana. Where do you think webcomic Monster Garo skills, like Boros level? Relative? Current Boruto versus Boruto. Current Boruto would beat any version of Shippuden Naruto. Silva one-shots Chrollo? No. But you can join... Oh, you got banned from my Discord server. Someone saying in your server that they've been there? Oh, in the chat? Wait, hold up. Let me check real quick. Completely forgot about that. U.S. Army versus S-Class Heroes? Probably S-Class Heroes. Acivus, if you wanted to debate, I'll unban you from the thing. Just because I want this to be a spicy stream. But you can't be toxic about it. Otherwise, I'll just ban you. Oh, it was Uwo. Uwo, did you want to join the call? Still think Itachi over Pain? Yes. By a lot. Could the atomic bomb damage Goku off guard since a gun and a laser did? Yes. Anything could hurt anyone if they're off guard, though. It just depends on how off guard they are. No worries. Whoa, you know, you don't have to like argue with me on stream either. You just like you can just hit me up on Discord when you got time. I be chill like that. Where do you think Anti-Void would dimensional slash scale before being retconned? His AP? I mean, like, I just thought it was Durneg, to be honest. Can Atomic Bomb damage Saitama off guard? Like I said, depends on how off guard he is. Saitama's been hurt by cats when he's off guard. Just want to bait you into a proper IBC debate. I'm not gonna text debate someone like that, bro. How often do you debate? Not often. I mainly debate, like, the only person I have, like, consistent arguments with is, like, Shattered. Hello, D-Cyber. Toji can assassinate Gaara? 100%. 100% he can. The rumbling notice, Toji? I doubt it. I mean, like, I don't actively go out seeking to debate people, because that's, like, edgelord stuff. But, like, if people want to argue with me, I don't turn it down, unless they're just being extremely toxic. How come a mosquito managed to dodge every attack from Saitama? Like he was probably holding back. Toji versus Maki, they're equal. Who do you have better in a Switch battle? What? Oh, um, Gojo would do a lot better against Pain, like way better. Well, he wouldn't do better than Jiraiya necessarily, but like he'd do better than Sukuna. Most power scalers have no idea what they're talking about. You can't change my mind. What do you mean by that? That's a broad broad opinion. He wasn't holding back. Well, he probably didn't want to like destroy like his house, you know. Where do you scale Killua speed? Would he be? Yeah, he's hypersonic. Or like he's at least supersonic. He's faster than sound. Alucard helping City or Melna? I don't know. I haven't seen whatever manga that is. Goku lives and resides in a 3D universe with no higher form avatar? I mean, sure. I'm not sure what that's about, but sure. No, I know it's from Hellsing. I just haven't seen it. How do you destroy his house? Uh, Loki Naruto skill so much higher than most verses. Well, yeah. Shigaraki solos everyone? Probably not. Probably doesn't solo everyone. Come on, chat. Let's find a topic to do today. Let's find something to go over. I know what to do. Final War Arc Shiggy can decay souls. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if he gets, like, speed blitz. That's the thing about hacks, bro. Bro, people just act like if you have a hacks that you just, like, annihilate everyone. Like, you need to be fast enough to use it. Do you scale God of War? No. What do you think of Comic Vine and Space Battles? I only know a little bit about Comic Vine, and they're pretty bad. Can't speed blitz his Wave of Decay? Oh, hold up. We're having some technical difficulties. Let's close that for now. There we go. 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 Dang, we got a lot more people in the chat than I thought. God damn. Do you think Zero Hand one-shots individual royals? No. Toji not touching human Garo? True. Garo's too fast. Traverse is faster? Probably Bleach. Oh, there's a lot more people in here than I thought. Garo can sense bloodlust. So, yeah, he can sense Toji. What up, Leader of Lost Souls? Welcome. S-Class versus Aizen Squad and FKT. Bro, Aizen Squad. Aizen Squad would annihilate, right? Top 10 strongest members in your server in a fight? I need to hold the tournament for that. Well, we'll have like a MMA tournament. Yo, since when can the Six Eyes analyze bloodlust? The One Punch Man Ninja arc sucks. Meruem and guards. Oh, D Cyber. Chrollo with all Phantom Troop stats and abilities. How far does he get in his own verse? First of all, thank you, D Cyber, for the 5. Much appreciated. Won't let me give it a heart. It's weird. It's weird. Won't let me give it a heart. But, okay, let me think. So he's got them Uvogan physicals. He's got that Uvogan strength. He's got all his hacks. He's got Black Voice. If he touches you, he can read your mind a little bit. Nothing crazy, but a little bit. He's got Ripper Cyclotron. Ripper Cyclotron. Got Big Bang Impact too. Stack him. He's got Pain Packer. He's got Jupiter. Would he beat a Royal Guard, though? I think it's fair to say he beat everyone that isn't our top 6. Top 6. Top 6 being the Royals, Netero, Adolgana Merum. In which case, he would probably, if he knows a little bit about their abilities beforehand, he'd probably beat the Royals. Actually, he might just beat the Royals. But he definitely isn't beating Netero. And he's probably not beating Adolgana Merum. Or he's definitely not beating them. Netero is like a maybe. Netero's a maybe depending on Pain Packer. Because if he eats a bunch of hits, which like that's a tough one. If he can eat some hits and then like use Pain Packer, he might win. Yeah, it's that Uvogan level strength giving him the durability he needs to, like, I guess not get one tapped. What's your take on hacks over stats? It's a case by case basis. It's always a case by case basis. You can never just like sum it up as to like one definitive answer. How far does Gojo get in the Naruto series against every one of Naruto's opponents? Probably beat Zabuza. Probably beat Gaara. Let me think. Orochimaru. He might beat Orochimaru. I don't think Orochimaru has a way to deal with Infinity. That's a maybe. It's a big maybe for Orochimaru. Itachi destroys. Pain destroys. Depends on how you view Gojo. If you think he has real light speed skill, oh, whatever. Where would you scale 616 characters realistically? Could a polar bear beat 10 gorillas? No. Probably not. Doesn't Orochimaru have poisons that could get past infinity? Oh, his blood has poison, I guess. His blood is composed of a paralytic agent. I have not seen Seven Deadly Sins. I have not seen that. Orochimaru probably has a lot of hacks. We just don't know though. Like he probably has stuff. We just don't know. The only thing I could think of is maybe Hashirama's Genjutsu. How far does Hisoka get in JJK? I might do a video on that. Yeah, I might do a video on that. So who gets negged by any special grade besides maybe Finger Bearer? Let me think. Yeah, it doesn't really have a domain counter. I might change the stream name just to get people angry. I want it to get spicier in here. Would the rumbling be a threat in JJK? It would be a threat, yes. Pain low-key negs Itachi? No, he don't. Itachi got that. Yo, wait. Oh, that would be even better, actually. Oh, it's gonna take a minute to make a thumbnail, though. I wasn't gonna like make something crazy. I just wanted to make like a thumbnail about like Itachi beating up Pain. Did you say your opinion on Nagato versus Itachi in that vid? I don't think so, but I do lean towards Itachi. But it is closer. Yes, go watch that video. It's a goated video. It's one of my favorites, Loki. Yo, you know, yeah, I'm gonna change the name of the stream. Just make it that. Just make it that for funsies. D-Cyber. Hisoka with every ability and stat in his verse versus Sukuna. Probably still Sukuna, if I'm being honest. Nah, Itachi slams 6 Paths of Pain. Hisoka, every ability and stat in his verse versus Sukuna. Thank you for the 2. But But the thing is that he doesn't really have defense against domain expansion. Or Maharaga. So all of Hunter x Hunter dies to Sukuna? Probably. Netero or Meruem versus Sukuna? Probably Sukuna. Aluka? I guess I forgot about Aluka. Hisoka would be able to wish him away, unironically, I guess. That is a little OP. Without Raga or domain expansion, well then yeah, Hisoka. Then they'd beat Sukuna probably. They'd probably beat Sukuna without Raga or domain expansion then. Netero versus Yuta and Yuji. Netero. No domain, yeah, Netero. EOS Yuji versus Gon. Adult Gon. I would probably say Yuji. Leaning towards Yuji for sure. I might change it another halfway through to like, yes, Krillin solo Saitama. I think Biscuit's supposed to be a top tier hunter. I don't know. She just doesn't really do anything. Toji versus Zoldix and Toji versus Hisoka. Toji beats both. What do you think about Bisky being far above base Hisoka, who's supposed to have similar potential to a squadron leader? Yeah, that same Hisoka, that same Killua, couldn't beat Shoot. And if you want to say he was like mental nerfed in the fight with Shoot, he'd also be mental nerfed against Bisky. No, Meruem and Netero don't have relative stats. They don't have relative stats at all. That's not what I said. Tochi versus Meruem and Royals? I think he beat the Royals and lose to Meruem. Bisky versus Uvogin? Uvogin. Every day. Do you want to join? Alright, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Razor versus Uvogin? Uvogin probably. I think Razor's a little overrated. Me versus Goku? I got that. Jogo versus Yuppie? Probably Jogo. Jogo's Max Meteor is more impressive than Yuppie's Rage Blast. 12 Knuckles versus Phantom Troop? 12 Knuckles. Itachi beats Obito? Maybe. Oh wait, it's 2025. Alright, Dole, if you're still in the chat, go into Arena. Go into Arena on the Discord server. Or actually, go into Arena. By the way, chat, if you want to talk to me, in person, now's the time. Alright. Oh, dang, Shatter joined too. Word. Alright, y'all on mute. What's the biggest debate in One Punch Man in your opinion? Either how strong is Saitama. Oh, y'all don't have perms? Alright, hold up. That's fine. That's good. Let me... Well, Shattered should have mod. But I'm guessing he's muted because he's at work. Yes, the Discord link is in the description. All you need to do to talk to me right now is join the server, join the Arena chat, and, you know, as long as you're not going to be toxic, like, as long as we know you're not, like, toxic or anything, we're gonna give you perms to talk. And I think all you need to talk in here is the debater role. Give it to you real quick. All right, hold on. Anyone that wants to join, just join the Arena. We'll get you perms eventually. Just gonna test a couple things out right now. So Dole, can you try unmuting yourself? Don't worry, we're still answering questions in the chat and everything. That's weird. Oh, okay, word. All right, now let me hold on. I'm just gonna turn on desktop audio. Oh, okay. It's weird.
Unless he is, in which case he can correct me. But I just look on Discord and I see the mic next to him is
Yo,
red.
a whole lot of people are joining right now. Yo, guys, just we are live streaming. We're only gonna be talking stuff relevant to the live stream. Um. Okay. But yeah, anyone can join. All you gotta do is join my Discord and join the arena, and just wait a little bit, and we'll get you your perms. Um,
They hear us?
who? Oh, Dex Cyber. Is that? Are you D Cyber?
Yeah, that's a shortened version.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, they can. Just so you know, aside from Shattered and Dole, we're only gonna be unmuting people to like talk about like a power scaling topic or something, or like debate about something. So you're more than welcome to just chill out. Um, anyone can come and chill out, but unless they want to like specifically argue about something, or like talk about a topic, then they're gonna be kept muted. Except for Dole and Shattered, they're just gonna be here to like talk and stuff too. Dole, you should both have the perms to talk now. Augustine with the 100 ARS. Can Joe Biden beat the shooting exams? I do believe if Joe has the 10 shadows, it could maybe do it, because even if he didn't tame any Shikigami, he still has the divine dogs, which are good enough. Now, for one, I don't know what an ARS is, but it just went up by 10 cents on the stream. But I don't think Joe Biden could beat the shooting exams with just divine dogs. It's 8 cents. Awesome. Sensei, you're only gonna get unmuted if you wanted to debate about something. Oh, David joined. David, I don't know if you heard. We're only unmuting people to like actually argue about stuff. Like, we're live streaming right now. So if you want to argue about something, like, tag me in lunch table, and I can unmute you.
That's real shattered. Toji versus Netero, who wins? I'm pretty sure Netero wins that.
But yeah, he's too fast.
And like Toji has no way to get past the Guanyin. He just gets his brain turned into mush.
Yeah, for a while. Super
I
Olive
ultimately
Darkshine is a
think
bigger
Soul
lie
Stone-
than my dad coming back.
What do you mean a lie?
I don't know what you mean by that.
I mean like his scaling? Like his power level?
I mean, he's a tough fella. He's a tough fella for sure, Z's. So who is on that chat? Anyone can join. Anyone can come and join chat right now. This is my friend Dole. Dole's here, just to add some flavor, add some seasoning. But anyone can join and come and argue about stuff. Like I said, I'm here to like have a spicy stream today. Have some fun. I might make like future streams dedicated to specific topics. I think that might get more people. I don't know.
Mhm.
Another
It would be
100
nice to see a video
ARS.
about it would be nice to see a video about how far a normal person would get in the tuning exams. I feel like they wouldn't even qualify for the tuning exam.
They wouldn't.
Wasn't
Yo,
like
Sautery
the
up in here with
wasn't
the with the goated thumbnail.
wasn't like beginning of series Naruto like beating up like 10 foot tall like grizzly bears
Sautery, I'm gonna save
as
this.
like
Yeah, this is gonna work, but I'm gonna save this for another stream later this week because this is really good, and I want to have like the stream is already up, so it's not gonna do numbers like that, and I want to save this for a stream that'll do numbers. Gojo and Sukuna takes the place of Naruto and Sasuke. Gojo and Sukuna takes the place of Naruto and Sasuke. Gojo versus Itachi. Sukuna Megami versus True Form. They'd get annihilated.
New champ, new champ.
They would get annihilated. Yo, Shattered, are you at work right now?
Yeah. You got a problem with employment, bro?
Piccolo, Piccolo and Krillin. Well, the problem is that like there's background noise, but whatever. Piccolo and Krillin Saiyan Saga versus 4 Hokage. Pain just slaps Itachi no diff. Ooh. Ooh.
No, that's true. Itachi no diffs Gojo. Piccolo and Krillin versus the 4 Hokage? Probably Piccolo and Krillin. Well, actually, yeah, no, they probably take it. They probably got that.
Itachi versus Minato.
Oh, I forgot to say thank you to Kagemaru for the 5. Thank you a lot, Kagemaru. I'll give a little bit more in-depth answer, I guess. Gojo and Sukuna just don't have the speed to compete with Itachi and Pain. And so then, like, AP doesn't really matter because Itachi can Genjutsu Gojo and Pain can rip Sukuna's soul out.
You really underestimate the an average dude in the Naruto universe. Oh well, I thought you were talking about like an average person in real life.
No, dude. There are like assassins in Naruto that like they're already like elite, like samurai goons, and Naruto can just one tap them. They're not. It's not. It's not a big deal, man.
Good luck with the. Oh, it's Noodles.
Oh, what up, Noodles? How's it hanging, Noodles? Noodles, that guy from your server tried to jump me again. You gotta get him out of here.
I'd probably give it to Minato since Minato's first move is to speed blitz.
Wait, what was the Minato question? You want me to banish him? I don't know, man. I don't know. I would if I were you, but Yo, Prof, where do you?
The
in your-
question was Itachi.
Oh, what was the question?
A little bit. The question was Itachi versus Minato. Yeah, that's it.
I got Minato. Um, but like it's a lot closer than I think most people think.
Raw durability, Kakuzu versus Pain. Yeah.
Prof, where do you in your friend scale Meruem versus Toji? Um, well, Dole here doesn't read Hunter x Hunter. But like generally, I think they're all like city to mountain level.
It's less the stats and more so the fact that Toji could never get past the Guanyin. That's
Yeah,
the main
that's
thing.
the thing that makes Netero so strong.
Because Toji doesn't have like the ludicrous intelligence that Meruem has.
Yeah. Literal.
Obviously, I think Soul Split Katana. I think he would one shot Netero if he ever managed to hit him, but that's never gonna happen.
Stark versus Orange Mask Oito.
As in like Bleach Stark.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure Stark wins that.
Um,
Generally, from when I know, the higher tier Espada are generally stronger than the higher tier Akatsuki.
Stark probably got that.
Like Stark would probably just like nuke like Konohana or something with like
You
his
just call it
arrows.
Konohana?
I don't read Naruto, leave me alone.
It's Konoha.
Whatever, man. Anyways, from what I know, Stark wins that.
Weeb Goku just
I
joined.
guess Obito could.
Weeb Goku, we're only having people unmute if they're here to argue about something.
I guess Obito could like maybe phase through his arrows, but then like he has to deal with spiritual pressure, unless you're like equalizing the verses.
Obito's only win con is, I mean, he could Genjutsu him and he could put him in Conway, I guess. Just depends on like the speed.
Yeah, the thing is like, how fast is Obito actually?
He should be a couple times faster than light. He should be like.
Oh yeah.
He should be like. Uh, it's thought that KCM2 is required to beat him. From what I recall.
Stark should be faster then, because he upscales for people like Ukiura and like Vasto Lord of Ichigo. FTO plus. I meant each of their stats. Also, I agree. Netero without is not as busted. Well, yeah, it's like if Netero didn't have the Guanyin, he probably wouldn't be like considered the strongest hunter. I think it's the Guanyin that makes him the strongest hunter.
He would still be the strongest hunter, but the Guanyin like makes him go from like the strongest hunter to like beating the Royal Guard. So like he'd probably still be the strongest hunter even without it.
Yeah, but like what I mean is like he doesn't have like that transcendent level of power without the Guanyin. How would Orochimaru do against Mayuri? How would Orochimaru do against Mayuri from Bleach? I feel like I don't know.
Mayuri like murder him.
I feel like any like Naruto versus Bleach equivalent is like 99% of the time in Bleach's favor. It's just kind of like Bleach is like most consistently the strongest of the big three. Like the easiest to argue, at least.
Mind you, chat. This is coming from a guy that hasn't read Naruto or One Piece.
I don't see how that's relevant.
He does not beat the Royal Guard. Yeah, he does. This Candor Udon guy just wants to argue about everything right now. He thinks Pain beats Itachi. He thinks Pito beats Netero. I don't know how you can say Pito beats Netero in the big 25. 2002
I think the argument
Netero versus 300 Mero. Probably like base Mero,
is
I'm
that
guessing.
prime Netero? Is that prime Netero?
It doesn't make a difference. Netero's prime is not that much stronger than his base.
Isn't Meruem literally just called the strongest being in history upon his introduction?
Yes, but that guidebook
And that's before he.
That guidebook
And
is
that's before he
before
learns
like
anything.
Netero really does anything.
Be your first one. Luffy versus Saitama. Luffy can't be hurt by blunt force attack, so you know
True.
he got that. Actually, no. Saitama uses chops in character if he's bloodlusted. He chops Saitama's head.
You need to chop Luffy's head.
Probably. I should read One Piece. I have to read like 50 different things first.
Yeah, you're reading like 100 different manga right now. Yeah, he's read
As
Bleach.
your friend at least read Bleach. I read up to Fate Karakura Town.
Oh, so you haven't even finished Bleach. He's a respect thread merchant.
Okay. I talk to you on the regular. I know how strong Naruto is generally. Chill.
No, even I don't know how strong Naruto is, low-key, though.
Also, we acting like you don't do this exact same thing with Bleach, even though you're like you've only read Bleach once, and like half remember it.
Yo, that's more than you have, though.
Not true.
Netero can't, simply can't. Yeah, he can. You don't know how much aura Netero has, though. So you can't limit him like that.
How far does Saitama get into Bleach? Oh, hold on. You can take this question first, bro. Do you think post-mortem Pito is faster than Meruem?
Impossible to say, but probably not.
Didn't like Adult Gon immediately like eviscerate post-mortem Pito again? Although I guess you could just say no, Gon is stronger than Meruem.
Yeah, that's the thing about Adult Gon is that like you can say that he's relative to Meruem, but you can't say that Meruem is relative to Adult Gon. You know what I mean? Like you can't really limit
I know what you mean.
Adult Gon.
Because every single statement surrounding Adult Gon is just him above Meruem. That's the thing.
It's not above. It's just like, oh my god, he's a threat to the king, you know, and like a threat to the king could be, oh, he'd murder Meruem without a second thought, and it could be like a high diff.
It's like
Adult Gon barely wins.
It's like Gon isn't confined by Meruem, but Meruem is kind of confined by Adult Gon in terms of scaling.
Mm-hmm.
Would adult Naruto and Sasuke be able to beat Cosmic Pure Garo? It depends on how fast you think Garo is.
That's fair, but one, if Netero gets hit once from Pito, he's dead, and two, his total aura capacity was only enough to slightly damage Meruem, which would not kill the Royal Guard. I mean, he would just do it over time, and you don't know if it would take hours because he was able to damage Meruem after like a couple minutes of combat. He's also got Zero Hand too.
So,
But like,
duel. I assume that's me. Do you think Stark from Bleach is stronger than Secunda, Itapa, Ukiura? I do. It's not just like his number, even though the Espada are ranked by their number. It's the fact that Stark just has a direct scaling chain above Ukiura.
oh hey, Satori joined.
It's the hi Satori. It's the holified Ichigo that the Visor fought, like Love, Lisa, things like that. Ukiura just straight up says that Ichigo is stronger than he is, and there's no reason he wouldn't be including Segunda Etapa, considering it's an internal thought. So he just thinks that Ichigo is stronger than him, and obviously like Stark, Harryville, and Baragon all go on to fight the Visored. So also Prof, I had a question.
Yeah.
Do you think Adult Gon is just Gon's like prime, or do you think it's above it because of the deal he made?
I don't think it's either. So the way it's described is that adult Gon is basically Gon compressing his life so that he gets old enough, like he gets to the level to where he can beat Pito, but that doesn't mean that is his full potential either. You could literally just say it's just enough. He conjured just enough strength to what he needed to like dominate Pito.
I see. Do you think Gon will ever get his powers back? Because after the deal, he just became like extremely weak, right?
I mean, he just doesn't have Nen anymore. Like he's still like a strong kid per se. But he doesn't have Nen. Like
Sad times.
he would lose to like any competent character.
Sad times.
I think narratively it would be more satisfying for everything Gon could have ever achieved. I get that. I don't want to spoil too much because adult Gon. Oh man, the thing freaking broke again. Let me hold up. Let me pop this.
Naruto fans who think Itachi beats Pain have the reading comprehension of a 10-year-old. Get in here then.
Yeah, get in here, man. Come hang out,
Who
Mr.
is stronger?
Kanistan.
Who is stronger, Adult Gon or EOS Yuji? Prof can take that. From what I know, Yuji is, but
Probably Yuji, I'd imagine. Doesn't Gon literally say, "Give me all the power I'll ever have"? Let me go back and look. It's not really definitive.
You?
Because the thing is that Gon
Yuji
can
versus
kind of freely call upon more power.
Yuji versus Maki. I feel like before his awakening, it's kind of debatable, but like Yuji at his peak probably just rips Maki in half.
Yeah.
Like he just performs like 10 black flashes in a row on her, and she just kind of dies.
Yeah, she's not eating that.
Pain banishes Itachi out of Susanoo and it's GG. I mean, like,
Nah, he said
what if Itachi
Bansho.
just killed him?
Nah, you can't.
I'll bone.
The Bansho Tenin is like gravity power to like pull people towards Pain.
Oh,
The Susanoo
wait,
would
but
just
wouldn't he have to be strong enough?
nah, it's not
Oh.
that. I mean, like they're like physically they're close enough to where that would work. But like he would just pull the Susanoo too. And then he'd just be in close range with the Susanoo.
Have you read My Hero Academia? He has.
Gon does say that wait, let me go back and read it exactly. So
That's a re-
Gon does
Go
say, "I need all the power I'll ever have," which is technically true. He can call upon it, but my point is that I think he uses more power later, so I don't think it's a flat amp. Dolly's asking if you think Stark is stronger than a full power Vasto Lord Ichigo.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
I don't think so. I don't think the gap between him and Ukiura could be that vast. I don't think
I
you could
mean-
assert that.
Nah, probably not. Full power Vastalorde probably beating Stark, I'd imagine.
Yes, but the narrator Killua mentions it's an age-esque increase. It is. It's just aging him to the point where he would dominate Pito.
Where do
Naruto
you
was able
scale
to
a
bancho a
Grimjaw
clump
Ukiura?
of rocks out of a river and move Naruto towards it. He can manipulate was and cannot be pulled. Yeah, but it would just... But, like, the Susanoo would just be... Actually, Itachi can just deactivate the Susanoo and activate it again.
All he would have to deal with is the pain, right?
What do you mean, the pain?
The pain of using the Susanoo.
Yeah. It's
That's like taking away
Itachi's
Itachi's
Susanoo.
Susanoo. Tournament of Power Frieza versus Tournament of Power Gohan. Who got that? I mean, like, which version specifically?
He said either
Because
one.
Gohan early in the Tournament of Power. No, I mean like at which point in the Tournament of Power? Because like Frieza at the end is fighting like Jiren.
I
But
don't think it-
Gohan earlier in the tournament was like
I don't think
Gohan earlier in the tournament was like, yo, I'm gonna beat you up.
I don't think it matters because I'm pretty sure there's a guide or like a promo where it's just stated that Frieza's the number 2 on Team Universe 7.
It's at the end. I was also where do you scale those through in Grimjow? Like in universe or like out of universe?
How would EOS Deku
How would
as peak against the monster assisting cadres? I don't know my hero scaling like that.
From what I remember, he would do pretty well. He probably both. He probably loses to like the higher tier cadres like Rover and Goketsu and like Platinum and Golden S, things like that. But a lot of the weaker ones, or like even mid tier ones, probably just get their heads punched off. Both out of universe, just like I guess like multi-continental and like dozens of times FTL. And then in universe, Grimjow is like, I mean, like, in universe, I just rank them by their number. So Grimjow would be the weakest. Then it'd be Ukiura, then Stark, and then like Vasto Lord Ichigo at full power would probably be stronger than all of them.
Except for Yami.
True, yeah, Yami the goat. He's
Actually,
not
I
the goat when
mean,
that. Yami's the strongest.
if you count the Sofui novel, then Vassal Lord is probably above.
I haven't read Software.
I just know that in Sofui he like Kenpachi's clash with someone explicitly stronger than Yami is compared to the Vassal Lord.
Like the one that fights Ukiura.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
And that's the
manga,
only
that's
Vassal
not
Lord,
a big
so
deal. Yeah, I know, but like, I was saying in the manga that's fine because Vassal Lord in the manga just like gave Ukiura the whooping.
true.
Deku is not small planetary. He's max multi-cont. I mean, no one said he was small planetary.
Nah, someone said he was. Someone earlier did.
Oh, earlier? I must have missed it then.
That was me.
Who are you? Oh, was it you, D Cyber?
What about avatar scaling? Are you familiar with Korra over Aang?
I'm not familiar with it at all.
Do you think
Pain
Sukuna
is
could
jumping
beat Gojo
Itachi
without-
before he activates Susanoo again. There's also Chibaku Tensei where it's proven Itachi can't handle it on its own. I think Itachi would just kill all the pains before he uses Chibaku Tensei.
Monster King Orochi plus Sairochi versus the Ten Tails Beast.
Ten Tails probably got that.
Probably. Do you think Sukuna could beat Gojo without 10 shadows during their battle at Shinjuku Showdown?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's heavily implied.
Tentative, maybe.
Bro, I'm trying to find rare Pokemon cards right now. I'm like going through my old collection to see if any of these are valuable.
It took 8 of the 9 tails to escape, and Chibaku and Deva said he could make it larger. Itachi got nothing on that level of power.
Yeah, because Itachi would just kill him before he uses Chibaku Tensei. Hey Dole, did you know that using Chibaku Tensei makes Pain bleed out of his nose?
I'm aware of that, yeah.
Yeah. Does that sound like something he's going to use all the time?
I mean, wasn't the Chibaku Tensei specifically used to seal a tailed beast Naruto?
Yeah, because he had literally nothing else. Like, Naruto was so much stronger that Pain tried to Shinra Tensei him, and instead of launching Naruto back, Pain got launched back. So, Tendo had to actively run away to do that. Even then, Nagato was bleeding everywhere from him. Yeah.
Might be mistaken, but couldn't the Susanoo just, like, cut the Chibaku Tensei in half?
Nah, the Chibaku Tensei is massive. It's huge.
It is pretty big.
So far, my collection is up to $1,200.
Nice.
Chibaku was used after.
Chibaku was used after invading the village, fighting Sage Naruto, a massive almighty push, etc.
I mean, yeah, that kind of does. That doesn't really defeat the point that he's not going to use it right away, though.
How is Itachi with Susanoo chasing after Deva, especially with 5 other paths and the animal summons on Itachi? Well, Itachi just murders the other paths before going to Pain.
Yeah, you just beat them all up. Itachi's too fast and powerful with Susanoo.
You should get in here and talk about it.
Yeah, man, come on. Got a public Discord server for a reason. Atomic Samurai plus Sunblade. Oh, versus Mifune. Mifune got that.
If Itachi's soloing the other paths right away, then, like you said, then why would Deva not use Chibaku?
No, I just mean like he wouldn't have an opportunity to. Like he'd just die.
The way Gojo lost is a massive plot hole. I'm fine with Sukuna. Wasn't it explained that Sukuna used like a binding vow to stop Gojo from dodging the last World Cutting Slash?
No, it's just stated Gojo was caught off guard.
That's lame, but okay.
These are some old cards.
I feel like JJK Discourse just like got permanently ruined after Gojo versus Sukuna.
Yeah. I mean, JJK Discourse died after the series ended, because it ended so bad.
No, yeah, but like the vibes just became like wretched after Gojo versus Sukuna. What do you think about Blast's comrades? I can't bring myself to care about One Punch Man nowadays.
Blast's comrades are weird.
They're just like there. Itachi isn't speed blitzing Deva before he uses Chibaku. Deva can literally fly if he wanted.
Yeah, because Deva flies away in all his fights. Totally.
Also, even if he flies,
Didn't do
whatever.
that against Naruto.
Can't like don't the Susanoo got like mad hops?
No. But he could like throw stuff at him.
Ugh. Could they be from different universes? They probably are.
I think they're just from different planets.
I'm so glad the Suiryu chapters are canon again, man.
Why?
Because I like Suiryu.
I thought they were just kind of. I thought they were fine. Like they're fine. I just think they're kind of just generic.
You're a little hater, man.
Coming from the guy who just said he can't bring himself to care about One Punch Man.
You're a little hater, man.
$1.15. $0.32. See if this card's worth anything. 59 cents. New One Punch Man chapter felt like slice of life to me. It felt like a slice of an incomplete chapter because it wasn't done. Because there are 3 pages in the whole chapter.
Actually, 6.
If we're taking into account character fights and Itachi isn't using his full form Susanoo right away. Itachi jumped into the Susanoo and he was fighting Nagato. Didn't wait to use it then. He also used the Susanoo the whole time he was fighting Kabuto.
I'm just gonna send you a screenshot, Prof, because like this makes me sick. Look in the group chat.
Let me look at your chat.
Look at this, man. What is this?
This is pretty silly, if I'm being honest.
It's abysmal. It's disgusting.
It wasn't full form Susanoo. Yeah, I wasn't saying. Actually, no, he did use the skeleton Susanoo against Nagato, and that would be enough to beat him. It would be enough to beat Pain. But I was saying he doesn't really need it. You were the one that brought up Susanoo. For being honest.
Let me know when OPM is peak again. It has been peak for like 4 years, my guy.
Ugh. Yeah, you brought up Susanoo, man. Not me. I don't think Itachi needs it to beat up Pain. I mean, I do think he probably need it, I guess. But like,
No, you don't.
yeah, I do.
No.
Well, like, just the main difference is that it doesn't kill Itachi to use Susanoo. Whereas Chibaku Tensei is kind of a big deal. Ooh, this dollar's worth $34. Oh, fire.
When's the Kengan content coming, bro?
Well, never, for one. I'm only doing Baki versus Oma.
SMH. Jubi Obito versus Tatsumaki. I think Satori literally made that video.
Nah, that's not Itachi's only win con. Itachi can run up and beat up Pain by punching him. He can also use Genjutsu. Genjutsu should incapacitate any path of pain. He's also got Amaterasu. He's also got his lower stages of Susanoo, which Pain should have no answer to.
He's also a cooler character.
Yo, I mean, you didn't even do Pain like that, but you spin.
How do I spell your friends? I literally typed it out in the chat.
It's Dull.
It's my name. So you better read Fight Class. Oh wait, are we talking Edo or both alive? The premise of Prost video was when they're both in the Akatsuki. Yeah.
When they're both alive.
So like Sekitachi versus Pain.
He's also a cooler character. Bro doesn't know what a joke is. That's not why he's stronger. He's stronger because he has better feats.
Oh, wait, no, Pain, no, I just think Itachi's a more interesting character. I'm not joking. Well, it has nothing to do with how strong he is. What? I just like Itachi's character more. I like his backstory, I like his aesthetic, I like his abilities more. I've never really liked Pain.
I think Pain's overrated.
Pain is overrated. I say as if I read Naruto, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Wait, this is Sekitachi. Pain destroys. What are we doing?
No, he don't.
Stronger, cooler, more aura, better eye design, more drip, better character. Oh god.
Sekitachi is the one with all the good feats, or all the good scaling.
Yeah. Also, Shattered said Pain is overrated too. Rough.
Yeah, he's right.
Pain's piercings are also just nasty.
I mean, that's intentional. I think they kind of I think they look cool on certain Pains. The only Pain that has drip is the Diva Path. Yeah, I just don't like Pain that much. I think I think the way he was beaten is kind of like a little silly. Y'all some trolls? Bro, I made a 20-minute video on it. Why would I lie?
Again, you're free to come in here and discuss it if you want.
Yeah, bro, come chat.
Just because Pain beating Itachi has been the consensus for years doesn't mean it's like necessarily the correct opinion to hold.
We're at 1300 on the Pokemon collection chat. Ooh, a nice little $1 card. Sage Naruto couldn't mess with Itachi either. Definitely not. He'd get Genjutsu. He'd get outboxed, if I'm just being honest. He would punt. Itachi would just outbox him. Which Itachi are we talking about? We're talking about Akatsuki Itachi. Alive Itachi. We're not talking about hypothetical Prime. We're just talking about Itachi. Not Edo. Itachi. Itachi Uchiha. Oh, I think this is a fake card. Yo, it's Cosmos, the Chat GPT debater himself. Yes, the one with mega cancer. Bro is ignoring. I never even said anything about Sage Naruto. I just said that Pain. I just said Itachi would beat him. I know Pain is stronger than Sage Naruto. I'm aware.
I'm not sure how Sage Naruto became relevant in this discussion. In
Um,
the sense that like, I obviously it's relevant in the sense that like, Sage Naruto scaling is important for Pain, but I'm not sure how it's relevant because no one was really disputing that like, Pain was stronger than Sage Naruto. Okay.
remember when Nagato with all the paths and after absorbing these chakras still lost to Itachi? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Prof. Shadow just DM'd me, that blind Itachi versus Orochimaru's Hydras is low-key beating Pain.
That's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. Like, Pain is not beating Orochimaru that badly. Like, it's just not happening. Couldn't even beat Jiraiya that badly.
How would Sage Mode Naruto from the Pain Invasion plus Frog Summons do against Sukuna Megami with 10 Shadows, then True Form Sukuna? Doesn't Naruto just, like, blink and erase him?
Yeah, he'd murder him. He's not outlasting Itachi though. Bro, that Sage runs out quick. Yeah.
Remember when Itachi needed help and he could only hit Nagato when he's dealing with someone else?
Yeah, remember when Itachi destroyed multiple of Pain's summons, and then hit Pain with a Susanoo before he could react? That's crazy. We already saw Pain with 6 paths, let Jiraiya fight back and take out one Pain, 1v6 after he lost an arm. That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if you ripped Orochimaru's arm off, and then put him against Pain. Orochimaru would take down one of those Pains.
Personally, I think the whole Naruto franchise is overrated, though I do like Guy, Kakashi, Karin's abilities, and Kisame. Madara is cold but gets negged by Aizen. I'm not gonna get into Aizen versus Madara.
If Itachi could blitz Nagato,
If
why
Itachi
didn't he
could
before he
blitz
summoned the Chibaka Tensei? I didn't say he could, like... I don't think he can just blitz Nagato before he can react. But, like, I do think he's faster. Thunder God said
Thunder
that
God
Sage
said
Mode
Sage
Jiraiya
Mode
is stronger than Orochimaru Snake Form. Yeah, don't get me
Listen,
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Sage Mode Jiraiya is stronger than Hydra Orochimaru. But Sage Mode doesn't amp Jiraiya's speed by that much. That's the main problem. And so, like, the fact that Orochimaru would still be in that tier makes it a pretty bad look for Pain. Because Jiraiya himself is superior to most of the Pains individually. I think that's a good way of looking about it. Like, Orochimaru physically is superior to basically every path of Pain except for maybe Diva and Ashura. And Itachi can blitz him. Like 3 separate times. Yeah, I diffed Orochimaru. Just so you know, chat, we're probably going to call it in about 5 or so minutes. We've been live for a minute now.
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half? Yeah, we're probably going to call it in about 5 minutes. So if anyone wants to get some last minute questions in, now's the time.
If we're comparing how these guys did against other characters, let's remember how Nagato took down Killer Bee faster than Itachi.
Itachi wasn't fighting with his full power.
You think Garo loses to Infinity Ultron? Infinity Ultron would, like,
Think him.
snap his fingers. Yeah.
He would think him out of
Just
reality.
erase him. Pretty much.
Could
Like,
Shisui scale the
Garo's
Prime
best-
Itachi? Nope.
Garo's best feat is like maybe destroying a galaxy or two by copying Saitama's absolute full power and clashing with him. Infinity Ultron just eats galaxies like for funsies against the Watcher.
Bro,
He
y'all
literally
gotta
says like, I can destroy.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go. Because this is separate.
I was gonna say, like, Ultron also says he can like literally just destroy galaxies with his mind.
Yeah. I was gonna say about Shisui, bro, Shisui and Itachi were relative before Itachi even had the Mangekyo. So like, Shisui just is not scaling the full power Itachi. Nagato wasn't fighting with his full power. He just used the Preta path and the Asura path. Almost like those are like two of the most overpowered paths. Besides, that doesn't affect Nagato's physical stats. That's the difference. Is that Nagato's physical stats, Itachi's physical stats change. Nagato's don't. Nagato was amped, if anything. That's also Nagato, not Pain. And Nagato is stronger than Pain. Dole, for context, this is like trying to use Mugetsu Ichigo feats to scale the Ichigo that fought Yami.
Oh no.
Where do either of you scale? We don't read Marvel comics. Dole scales the MCU though, so if you have questions about the MCU, he'll be able to help.
It took like a permanent toll on my mental health, but I do scale the MCU.
Yeah, that's why I should drop and scale Naruto. Not Naruto. Star Wars.
Yeah, I know.
That Nagato at KCM, Naruto, and Killer Bee fighting for their souls. Itachi had to save them boys. Well, yeah, Nagato's way stronger than Naruto and Bee. It's just Itachi's stronger than that too. How high would you scale King in comparison to other media? King is just a normal guy.
Marvel Comics ranges from hyper to outer for most mid-tier, pretty much. Like, mid-tiers is wild. Comics are stupid, man. They're silly.
King's luck just depends, though. Chat, we're going to call things in about 2 minutes. Just a reminder, 2 minutes if anyone wants to get some last-minute questions in. Itachi was fighting base Killer Bee while Nagato took on Eight Tails coding. Itachi has zero excuses. Itachi wasn't even using his Mangekyo, bro.
I'm very happy no one's asking me MCU questions. Thank goodness.
Yeah, bro. Itachi wasn't using his Mangekyo, so he was holding back, while Nagato stole Bee's chakra. So Bee was actively getting nerfed, and Nagato was getting amped.
Meruem versus Zenitsu in terms of speed.
Probably Meruem. No Susanoo or no Mangekyo, but we use it as a chain scale. That's what I'm saying. So that's part of Nagato's kit. Okay, and the point is that you're using an instance of an amped Nagato, a nerfed Bee, and a nerfed Itachi. So it doesn't work. It's not a scaling chain. Y'all remember when Kisame forced Itachi to use Mangekyo the first time they met? That did not happen. That just did not happen. B was nerfed because of Nagato hacks counts, or else we ignore Itachi's Genjutsu on B. Yeah, here's the difference though. B has a counter to Genjutsu. He doesn't have a counter to chakra absorption. In fact, because he's a Jinchuriki, he's especially weak to chakra absorption. So Nagato just had an objective advantage, whereas Itachi didn't. So again, it's not the same. All right, guys, we're going to call it today. I want to answer this last question from Yekel Amores. Professor, what has been your favorite video that you made? Probably the S-Class Heroes ranking, or the Boys ranking. Any one of my big three rankings, like the Boys, One Punch Man, or the Phantom Troop. Those are probably my three favorite videos. Dole, what's your favorite Professor Fiction video?
Saitama versus Omni-Man. That's my favorite.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Also, Gore Slams, hello.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We hope you have a good one. We might stream tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. We might still talk about Itachi versus Pain, to be honest, because I've got a banger thumbnail to go with it. But we'll see. All right, everyone. Have a good one.